Don't die for fool's gold. Shonen has lied to you, so be smarter than 90% of humanity by transcending the treadmill of doom, by learning from Spy family. What drives people to self-destruct is a mindset that once they will get the desired thing, it will bring lifelong happiness, but not having the desired thing will doom them to misery. Be it having a perfect partner, becoming very rich, popular, and so on. Culture in many countries, including through shonen, has thought that with huge work you can achieve anything, and constantly pushing limits is the way to go, even if it means sacrificing your health. But what is the point of getting wanted if your physical and mental health is destroyed to acquire it? If you cannot enjoy the fruits of your work, not to mention the hedonic treadmill, which after some time will make even the biggest achievement feel normal, and the person will be back again to square one. Not feeling happy, but bro, just search unhappy lottery winners, depressed huge social media influencers. So dispels the idea that the ends justify the means. Although my family shows an exception to some extent, must concentrate on something bigger than oneself, and enjoy the darling grind, like Twilight, who due to people shortage, is constantly between a rock and a hard place, in his mind, choosing between health and the greater good, to save thousands of people, if not the world. As a shadowless hero who heroics the public will never know, Twilight sacrifice for a world where children will not cry. Each time he sees a male impact, it fuels his determination. Also, even setting the health aspect aside, is ultimately working non-stop worth it? Does the trading quality for quantity do not backfire? To put it simply, if a fully recharged person can run, then a very tired person can only walk, dragging their feet. So the distance traveled in an hour will vastly differ. So what one takes 5 hours, the other will need only 1. Even being such a genius, who only needs a few minutes to do what others take a few years, he cannot escape the consequences. Never getting rest made him so tired that you could mistake Loid for a zombie, and it is very detrimental, especially in his line of work. In episode 2 we saw the consequence of the reduced productivity when he was chased by criminals due to not doing a good enough job, therefore creating more work and also very endangering development of the main mission, which would increase Twilight's workload even more. This type of things can start the spiral of death, especially for perfectionists trying to juggle everything on their own. And when one front starts to fail, it usually works even more to catch up, but cannot due to much lower productivity. The gap usually increases even more due to decreasing efficiency. It continues until burns out, if not something more serious, or implements changes. Moreover, Twilight would have been seriously injured or even died if you did not save him. So what point to take a mission if it can cause to miss 5 missions or even cannot work anymore? So the initial choice between not taking care of yourself or saving thousands can be also reframed as helping thousands now or millions later, including yourself, by taking a step back and changing the time frame. Sadly, Twilight's case is not far from real life, where narrowly minded overworking can cause illness and even death, especially with toxic cultures like in Japan, like manga authors who have died due to intense deadlines. So transcend the toxic mindset of the capitalist system, which ties a person's value to productivity, or at least to see that taking care of your health, like effectively recharging, provides much better results in the long run. Despite many mistakes, we see a few great steps to solve the problem, like Twilight trying to pick these fights and set boundaries, reserving time for recharging. In second episode, asking Frankie for help to do the missions, or in 7th episode, Yor to teach Anya. Moreover, he would definitely like and sub to get my valuable intel. Also should be noted your multiple times suggesting Loid to rest, pointing out his semi-blind spot, and overall being an example of great support. Also, do not get me wrong, I am not against working hard, But there's extremes who are never good. Hope this video shows why recharging is not an odds with achieving goals, but supports each other. So there are a few more suggestions for better working balance. Firstly, try to achieve happiness by concentrating on the inner, like managing response to stimulus, because it is much easier than controlling all factors of the outer. For example, what is easier, change the weather from rainy to sunny, or train yourself to be happy even in rain? Secondly, for mental activities, strive to work in small but intense bursts, otherwise your mind will pad time. To reach the needed time quota, it also will give more time to recharge guilt-free. Enforcing a productive cycle, start with 5 minutes, max 30 minutes and work your way up. Thirdly, pay close attention to your energy and concentration levels. A great idea is to have reliable tests and figure out benchmarks. Fourthly, have a checklist for your health needs such as whether you sleep enough, socialize, eat healthy, etc. and journal to see where you can improve. I suggest sorting the list, starting with the most impactful activities or in order of doing. I also very enjoy being humble and drawing parallels about being father and spy. Although in absolute terms the stakes are not even close, in relative terms they can be. For instance, defusing a heat-up argument can feel like defusing a bomb. This shows that you can make anything more exciting by over-exaggerating, such as you are a super spy defusing a bomb, not an average citizen coming down the other person. Also less stressful by putting it in perspective. Even if you fail, the other person will just be angry at you for some time, killing you and destroy everything around. Even when Yori is really smart, she still gives off Bucketera energy. That is being very innocent and sweet, but also so naive. That irony. You're doing by all means a smart move to show to neighbors that they are a real happy family, but it makes Twilight's life much more difficult due to the other mission. Anya's hobby of being kidnapped is getting out of hand again. She even weaponized it. Who needs a pistol with a silencer if you have a yard? I love the foreshadowing, Anya reading the penguin's mind, and sequence of a dog at the end of episode 11 hints at potential. Also, as usual, Anya being Robin to Twilight's Batman foreshadows increased dynamic variety with having fourth member of the Forger family. Please, comment on how you keep your work-life balance.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Also, the first half of the season has ended, and the second half will return only in October. In the between, I will still post videos about the cutest moments from the anime, the best quotes, also will review doujins, so there will not be dry season even when the anime will not air. So I hope you will enjoy my content and it will help you to wait for the second part of the anime, and also you can read the manga. Oh my god, so much foreshadowing. I will not wonder if majority of the anime watchers will read the manga. I couldn't wait to see what will happen with the doggy. What drives people to self-destruct is the mindset that once they will get the desired thing, it will bring lifelong happiness. But not having the desired thing will doom them to misery. Be it having a perfect partner, becoming very rich, popular and so on. Culture in many countries, including through shonen, have thought that with huge work you can achieve anything. Constantly pushing limits is the way to go, even if it means sacrificing your health. But what is the point of getting wanted if your physical and mental health is destroyed to acquire it? If you cannot enjoy the fruits of your work, not to mention the hedonic treadmill, which after some time will make even the biggest achievement feel normal. And the person will be back again to square one, not feeling happy. For proof just such a happy lottery winners. The press huge social media influencers. But dispels ideas at the end justifies the means.